Jesus Christ. Hey, what's up? It's been a while since I've done one of these. Didn't really know I was gonna make one until I made one. Damn, last couple of months have been kind of insane. Ever since I published that prod video, made it. Luckily, somehow it got to 100k views. Don't know how it did that. I know prod watching it helped, and I'm happy that prod watched it. Like, if I could talk to him, send him a DM, I tell him, man, you're the best. He ain't the best, but he's a good guy. He's a good guy. It's just sad to not really know where you're taking your channel. Like, after that prod video, I knew I could have made the channel a Valorant channel. I know that. I know, if I had just made more Valorant videos after that one, or before that one, not have, dispersed my content so far, I probably could have, popped off a bit more. Having made as many videos as I have, and it's not that many have to have the views that I have and the subscribers that I have after these videos. I could have more. Maybe I should have more. Maybe have the fucking Valorant videos and the out of nowhere videos, and just making things random just isn't the deal without an audience. I can't maybe lie to myself. I also think I've been trying to do too much. This whole just Notes of Faust is kind of that, because every Notes of Faust until this point has been published in the has been published in the first channel, but they're gonna be published from now on the second channel. And the reason for that is, my voice is kind of weird today, but don't mind. The reason for that is I just want the first channel to be more distilled. I'm gonna publish a lot of things on the second channel, hopefully one day. Be a bit more serious, a bit more personal. I mean, I'm not gonna make it as personal as the Patreon, of course. But yeah, the second channel is a lot the free-flowing channel. It almost feels like it doesn't have a connection to the first channel, because the titles aren't nowhere near the same. You can compare Drusha to Riberman, but Drusha comes from my first name. First name's Andre. So yeah, and Drusha was something people called me. It's a nickname I had. It's a nickname for people called Andre in Russian. Pay no mind. I read a lot of Dostoevsky when I was young. I read a lot of Russian novelists, and just kind of I found the name funny. I didn't want to be called Cat, as they used to call me in high school. So I just thought Drusha was a nice one, because it's a nickname of the nickname. It's a truncation of the larger Andrusha. In a lot of places, I still am called that. The second one is called Riberman because my last name is, it's a Portuguese last name. Small river, Ribeiro. Riberman. Just, it's a small, it's a second channel, it doesn't really matter, but that's why the videos that I put there are just memes most of the time, almost like shit posts. Yeah, I've been knee deep into the making of that video, into the making of the Beauty of Thumbnails video, which now, the script recorded has, what is it, upwards of an hour. I have edited around 15 minutes by now, and I still have a lot to edit, and I'm not sure really where the future stuff is pushing me into. It is quite scary. You always, having that prod video pop off the way that it did, knowing that it could have popped off a little bit more if I had given it a little bit more attention, makes me a little sad. It does. But the fact of the matter is, I've always known that there's no way, there's a lot of things I want to talk about, and there's no way that I'm going to create a single channel for every single one of these things. So I'm going to have the main channel where from now on I will be posting the longer form content, and then the second channel will I'll be posting everything else. The second channel will be the one with everything else, the Riberman channel. Yeah, I was watching Thinking Man's Valo, like he's a great Valorant streamer. But that's not neither here nor there. But yeah, I'll be just posting everything. This video that I'm recording right now will be posted onto this. You know, obviously it doesn't have many videos. It's not like I've been recording many notes of Faust. It's just memes. I do like AI. I do like dabbling a little bit with AI. So a lot of things I have here are AI related, like, you know, text to speech reads the intro to Joker's script, the alphabet, but every letter is an AI generated image. Yeah, just as I say in the about section, this is the part. It's, yeah, Drusha's script free ramblings, thinking and reflecting on creation, like Ria is creating some stuff. It's the Riberman channel right now with 17 subscribers. It is what it is. You know, if you're watching this video, if you're listening to me, maybe you care, maybe you don't. I've done a lot, and I don't particularly like to ascertain value to the things I do just because I do them, which is something simple. It's very easy to fall into this trap, I feel, of doing something and finishing it and doing it over and over again, or in this case creating over and over again, creating, and then feeling like because you've created so much, you are deserved a certain response, like you are deserved to be able to follow your creation and actually lead somewhere with it, and not just, you know, be stuck doing it 9 to 5, or, you know, flipping burgers at McDonald's, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. People get money off of somewhere. People have to get money off of somewhere to live. You know, and I find that honorable. I really do find that honorable, and most because I cannot do it. You know, at this point, I am 23. I was born still in the last century, 1999. I'm going to be 24 in like 2 months. I have been writing daily my fiction, my literature, my soul, which, you know, for the more sarcastic, for the more cynical of you out there, might sound pretty funny. But yeah, and, you know, even though most of it is in Portuguese, I've now finally decided to branch out. You know, ever since I was a teenager, I wanted to have a YouTube channel. Ever since then, your first gaming channel, whatever it is, I like entertaining, but I'm not exactly the most entertaining guy 100% of the times. So if I ever do stream regularly, I'm probably not going to be someone like Ludwig, you know, who of whom I've made a video on. I'm probably not going to be someone like Ludwig. Not because I can't, but because he is a natural entertainer, and I don't feel like I'm a natural entertainer. I don't feel like I'm a natural entertainer, and in fact, I wouldn't consider it myself anything close to that. Yes, I like to entertain. When I was in my high school days, I used to think I would be a comedian, because I used to make everyone laugh in class, and but it was contextual, you know, funniness. It was, people said something, and you kind of rebuttal. You rebut them. You say something that's, you know, unexpected, and you make them laugh. That's, generally speaking, how I did it. And I used to tell myself, well, maybe you just be a comedian, because I really, really felt good by making people laugh. It gave me this rush of happiness, of seeing people sort of happy that I was there, happy that I was contributing to our existences, that it made me really, really happy of doing stuff. But, you know, like, then, you know, you get put back a year because you didn't finish math. you spend a year telling yourself that you're gonna do something. You want to like pursue psychology, but you don't have the grades to pursue psychology. You then you find literature. You start writing. You start following literature that you had been writing for years. Then you you go to a city that's not that distant from the one where you've lived, and you're the best student in your class. Every teacher tells you, you've got potential, you can do things, you can follow the same path we followed. But I don't want that. I don't want to be a university teacher or a high school teacher and teach things that have been done. I don't want to teach things that have already been taught. I want to create, and creating means innovating for me. Creating means pulling something out of your ass, metaphorically speaking, and not in the negative way that it denotes generally. What I want to do is something that I don't know how I'm going to do. Because this shit that you're seeing right now of Ludwig playing with his friend, shit, I'd do that if I could. Fucking comment on Valorant. I'd do that if I could. Make documentaries like the one I'm doing right now about thumbnails, YouTube thumbnails, and how the covers of the things of the media we want to watch influence how we decide on watching them or not, and the aesthetics behind them. That's something that for me is really interesting. And behind all that, like, now being in Coimbra, which is a very, very old city in Portugal, and in the University of Coimbra, which is the oldest university in Portugal, and like the second or third oldest in Europe, and writing the dissertation, the master's degree on Portuguese literature, I just feel like a fraud. I feel like a fraud because I don't want to be here. And I'm sorry if this is getting a bit too personal. Again, this is on the second channel. If anyone watches this, it'll probably be as a past. Like, if you're watching this, I'm probably successful. Or I did something nuts. Look, I know this won't have a lot of views when it's published. Maybe it's a video that people come back to watch in the coming years. The fact of the matter is, right now, I feel like a fraud. Because to me and to Sophia, I am me, right? I write, I make videos. The writing part, maybe you guys don't know much about, because, it's personal to me. It's the files and files and files, the dozens, hundreds of files I've written that could be published as literary works. It's the videos that I'm publishing that, are low quality. They are low quality. But that's steps you want to take, because everything is based on script. Oh well, I am rambling, but yeah, right now I feel like a bit of a fraud. I feel like I'm being pulled apart by everything. I feel like I'm being pulled apart by what I'm doing. And I hope to get better. I turned the mic on expecting to talk about the lock-in São Paulo tournament for VCT that's gonna happen in a month. I'd love to do a retrospective of every single team in that VCT tournament for a long video where I'd speak about every single one of those teams and how they formed and, their story up until this point. It's not exactly original content, but it's bringing something new to the table. It's condensing particular information that I find would be very relevant, since every single team in that lock-in tournament is, franchised to Riot, which means that every single team in that tournament is important for the future of Valorant. It just makes sense to me that there would be a video about all of those teams. Just, a condensed video that you could watch if you wanted to just have the introduction to Valorant franchising worldwide. Am I gonna do it? I don't know, man. If I didn't care about editing, if I didn't care about scripting, I could just do it like this. I'd do it like this, where I'd go over every one of the websites. I'd read how the teams were created. The video would be however long it would be, and would be done with it. Maybe that's how I'll do it. Maybe that's how I'll do it. I don't know. Because right now it's impossible for me to write a script that probably would be as long as the script for the Beauty of Thumbnails video, and edit it. It would probably take me like 2 months at the speed that I'm going. I don't even know how long it'll take me from this point to finishing the Beauty of Thumbnails video. Like, these videos take a long time to research, to write, to add, to rewrite, to review, to read out, to record, to edit, to publish. They're nightmares to do, but the final product there is catharsis. It's pure catharsis. And that's what I want to reach. So yeah. Guess I'll be seeing you in the next Notes of Faust. Knowledge. Knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. Where must you take me?